Have you guys ever wanted to watch anime with me? Well, now you guys can. We watch all type of anime and we do it on a nightly basis. All you guys have to do is follow me on Twitch and click the link in the description to join the Discord. With that out of the way, let's get into the intro. So, I don't remember if it's an SBS or an interview, but I know a while ago, probably, I'd say in like the early 2000s, Oda did something saying that one of the Strawhats are going to die. Now, a lot of people believe it to be the Going Merry, and I think so, right? She was a part of the crew. She cared for the crew, wanted to go on so many adventures. We had such a touching moment. Everybody in the crew just about was crying, and Mary was sad because she felt like she could have done more, and it was just so much regret. But let's just say, for instance, Mary wasn't the Straw Hat that Oda was referring to who would die. Well, let's try to analyze which one would be most likely to die, right? It's kind of hard because with good writing, right, Oda's really good at that, and he's a genius, so any person, he could probably find a way to kill them off, right? But I guess there are some people who are less likely to die than others. And if you guys don't believe, that they could kill off such an important character, if you want to look at Naruto, right, you have the different teams, Team 7, I think Team 8, Team 10, and then Guy's team, right? Somebody was killed from, like, the main cast of those characters. So I'm not going to say who, because spoilers, but Naruto's been out for finished, 5 years ago or something. So I don't know how you guys haven't seen it already. But I'm not going to spoil. But like I said, they can kill off important character. They kill off Ace, right? They can kill off somebody important. But if you guys enjoy regular One Piece content, then make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a video. Some of you guys probably watch multiple of my videos and don't even realize you guys aren't even subscribed yet. So make sure you guys do that. But with that out of the way, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's see which Straw Hat is going to likely die in this series. So first we're going to talk about Zoro because, well, I think personally he has the least likely chance of being the one to kill. They parallel him with people like Rayleigh, Ryuma, Mihawk, Odin, right? And we've seen Rayleigh, right? Roger's dead. We've seen Rayleigh travel with Shaki, and he's on Saboti, right? That's where he resides. And so he tells, I guess, the tales of Roger living in his legacy, right? That's his friend. Rayleigh's still alive, so Zoro, if he parallels that, he'll be alive. Zoro's going to become the strongest swordsman, and likely he'll probably travel the world after he becomes the strongest, challenging others or others who challenge him, and he'll retain the title. And he could also go to Wano. We've seen when people parallel him with Odin, and we see Zoro, right? Odin, he saved Toki, right? He then was healed by Toki, and then he had children with Toki, right? Started a family. And then we see Zoro saved Hiyori, which is Odin's daughter, right? Parallels. He was healed by Hiyori. And we're not at that point in Wano. The war is still going on. But who knows? Maybe something will happen at the end, right? We know Momo and Sanji, right? They like women and all of that, and what would be a better gag than to see Hiyori kiss Zoro, like give him a hug or something to make them jealous, right? There's that. And so Zoro, he most likely won't go back to his village. I know that, is he going to return Kuina's sword? No. He has to keep that with him in order to inherit her will. And I guess this is where I want to talk about Nico Robin and Chopper, because Chopper, I'd say Chopper would stick with Zoro because we've seen, Chopper is close to everybody on the crew, especially, I'd say the three, probably Luffy, Usopp, and Zoro, right? Because a lot in the beginning of the series, we've seen Zoro, and Zoro's kind of like the older brother, I guess, to Chopper, right? We would see their interactions, right? Chopper always rides on his shoulder. It's kind of cute. Chopper's like 60 pounds, and he's like 3'6" or something like that. So seeing him with Zoro's shoulder is kind of funny. And then he also grabs onto his face whenever he's scared of stuff like that. And he always relies on Zoro, right? And maybe he might go back to Drum Island to be with Dr. Ring. But I personally don't see it. I feel like Chopper, his whole thing, so he can cure all diseases, right? I feel like him going back there, he wouldn't be able to. He would only cure the disease at Drum Island. Whereas if he stays with Zoro, he can go around. One, because Zoro, well, he has bad sense of direction, so he needs somebody to look after him, and he'll probably get injured fighting other opponents, maybe. So Chopper could stay there with him and possibly cure Zoro's diseases around the world. And two, Chopper, he kind of wants to be a brave warrior of the sea, not as much as Usopp, but we see that Chopper talking about, I'm a pirate now, and I can do this. I want to be useful. I want to be stronger, right? Chopper wants to grow because Chopper's the youngest one in our crew. I believe he is 17 while everybody is like 19 and above. And he was, 15 when they started? So Chopper, he wants to grow and become stronger. And I think him going back to Drum Island would, bring down his character development, if you will. And I'm going to talk about Robin here as well because, O'Hara is destroyed. She has nowhere to go back to. We've seen her and Zoro interact. For you guys who ship them, I'm not talking about that. But they have great interaction together. Usually they're always teamed up together whenever people split. We've seen it on Punk Hazard, Dressrosa. We've also seen it on Skypiea, and etc. And I think that Robin, because since Zoro's probably going to travel the world, still, I think she's probably good enough navigator on her own because she survived for 20 years being alone, right? And she can also visit different ruins and visit, ancient history. She's an astrologist, so that's probably best for her. And I'm trying to say Robin's going to be weak. She's fighting Black Maria now, who's a member of the Toby Roppo. But someone strong, Zoro's probably going to be top 5, top 7 strongest characters end of series. So I think Robin going with him only makes sense. So I think those three are going to stick together. Also, her and Chopper. If you guys didn't know, she keeps sweets on her because she knows Chopper loves him. Her and Chopper probably have the best relationship of the crew. Them two together. So I think her, Zoro, and Chopper, they all stick together. And then I think Frankie, he's probably going to go back to Water 7 and be with Kokoro, Yokozuna, and Iceberg. He would have his goal would be completed where he built a dream ship and was able to travel with that dream ship. And then he go back to Water 7 because that is where Tom, he's his disciple. That's where he, was taken away and killed and stuff like that. So I think it's just fitting. He'll go back and just be a shipwright. I don't think Frankie, besides, like I said, he already completed his goal. So what else does Frankie have to do? He's not the type of guy just to travel around, I guess. And maybe, maybe he'll be the person that Robin travels with. I just don't think she'll be alone. But yeah, Frankie, and I feel like we diss Frankie a lot. I love Frankie as a character. He's like top 5 Straw Hat for me. But it's just, he doesn't have anything important to do after his goal completed, right? And then Nami and Sanji, I put them together just like I put Zoro and Robin and Chopper together because I think they'll stay together. We've seen Sanji simp over Nami so much and that he doesn't want to leave her side if he doesn't have to. I personally think Sanji's going to create a restaurant, have a restaurant in all blue, right after the red line's destroyed. I think that's when all the seeds come together. That's when the all blue happens. Talked about that in my One Piece theory when it's finished. If you guys want to watch that, it's in the description below. But the reason why I think they'll be together, because Sanji, he's probably not going to go back to the Bratier. I don't think. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But just him achieving going to all blue, I think he want to stay there, right? And have people come to his restaurant there so that way he can cook. He loves doing that. Loves 2 things, cooking and women, especially Nami, right? And Nami, like I said, just like the Robin situation, it's not that Nami's weak, right? In her own right, she has a bounty, 66 million. She's fighting she's fighting Ulti, right? She was able to shot Big Mom. So Nami, she can handle herself. I just think that her and Sanji work well together. I like them together, right? They're a great duo. And maybe she goes back to Kokoyashi Village. I don't know. But either or, I think they'll both be together and they won't leave each other's side. And then Brook, we already know what his goal is. Brook can't die, right? His Devil Fruit won't allow him to. So he's probably going to go back to where Laboon and Crocus are and probably just stay with them forever. So that way Laboon will never be lonely. He will never be lonely. They'll have each other. And he'll fulfill his promise. And that's his dream. And then Jinbei. Well, if he would have died, they probably would have killed him off in Marineford already. And his goal is to, Fishman, Tiger, and Queen Otohime wanted. It was to open up Fishman Island to the world so that humans and Fishman can coexist, right? With the red line being destroyed or whatever. That's where Fishman Island is. So they'll probably go to the surface. And that way, Jinbei will probably serve under King Neptune once again. And that way that he can fulfill his dream of having them coexist. So he's probably going to be there, being with Princess Shirahoshi and the 3 sons, right? So Jinbei, I don't think he's gonna die either. And now we have Usopp and Luffy, and I'm gonna talk about Usopp first because it's not that I don't think he's gonna die, but Oda said he's gonna be the weakest Straw Hat, but I don't think so. I think Usopp has to surpass his father. I think Usopp's gonna be their final commander. I did a video about that. That'll also be in the description. You guys want to watch that. And if he's gonna surpass his father, he's gonna be like prime second, first commander. And then he also wants to go back to his village and talk back to the girl that he sent over, Kaya. Tell her about all his adventures and that they're not lies. And he's gonna go back there. You know, the Usopp pirates, those kids, they're gonna be there. He gets to see Kaya again. Usopp's gonna live a happy life. And then I guess the reason why I think Luffy is gonna die because one, now this might be fixed. I don't remember reading anything saying that it wasn't, but him using gears is said to shorten his life, right? He's probably not going to get a disease like Roger did, but the way that gears shorten his life, that'll probably be how he dies. I don't think, when this is all over, there's going to be a final war probably between the Marines and the Pirates/Revolutionaries. They're going to clash. So I don't think the Marines will necessarily be a thing. Well, at least the corrupt Marines, right? Because as we know, not all the Marines are righteous, right? We've seen Captain Morgan, CP9, and CP0, those Celestial Dragons, and a lot of other stuff. There's some ish going on. But if, you know, Luffy, they say he parallels the Pirate King. The Pirate King was killed. So once Luffy's goal's over and he becomes the Pirate King, what will he do? Will he go with Hancock? That's a possibility. Will he go back to his village? That's a possibility. But Ace is dead, right? Sabo is dead. I don't think he is, but Sabo's presumed missing, dead. And so I think it'll be fitting to come to an end where they die, right? Main characters, they don't necessarily, once their dream is fulfilled, they don't necessarily survive, right? A lot of people expect it. I'm caught up with Boruto. I'm not going to spoil who died, but a lot of people still believe Naruto's going to die, right? Deku's probably going to pass on when he gives somebody, the next user, one for all. Itadori is going to die with people next to him. Aaron's probably going to die fighting for the freedom that he's always wanted. Tanjiro's probably going to die trying to protect Nezuko, turn to a demon, etc., right? So Luffy, he's probably going to die after he becomes the Pirate King. I think he's the only one who, in the crew, who will die. And don't get me wrong, maybe Oda might hit us with a plot twist saying, well, nobody dies. It's always possible, but I think it's about 50-50. I think at least one character has to die. I think that'd be fitting, but as well, Oda, you know, we've seen him bring a lot of characters back to life, and he stated himself he doesn't like killing off characters. The only time we've seen characters really mostly killed off are either in the backstories, and I think the only 2 people that I can remember actually being killed off were Ace and Pedro. And we're, 1,000 chapters in, and only 2 characters have died. I think that's pretty impressive. But let me know, guys, who do you guys want? Well, all right, let me know this, because you guys are obviously going to pick your least favorite Straw Hat. So who do you guys want to die, and who do you guys think is going to die? Let me know in the comment section below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. They're on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.